Hey guys, welcome back. Thursday, August 27th. We're going to look at 0-day options on SPY and a small account challenge. Here's Eric's chart. He's SPY day trade on YouTube. This is the 30-minute. Find his Discord linked in the description. Gapped up today. Yeah, I gapped up. Rallied up in the morning and then kind of consolidated, I guess, the rest of the day. 5 days still below 20. Kind of moved to the top of this large wedge we've been in for a while. Kind of keeps extending. We'll see tomorrow, Friday. See if we have continuation on this to the upside and break out. Can't bite on my foot. What in the world? See if we break this tomorrow and have a big green day. I don't know. We'll see. You can watch Eric for that macro analysis. This morning from the drawdown, I don't have as many trades on my E-Trade, which is fine. This is what I identified this morning. We had green precision buying, green precision selling. This red I didn't have. I had the purple. I pretty much had a purple. I had some other stuff that I wasn't too confident in, and I've since deleted. Let's see. First trade, $1.20 at 10.11. So right here on this break of purple. Looking for a move up. More continuation. Breaking purple here. Bounced off this red. I don't think I had red yet though. Yeah, I had something else. Or this gold, didn't have that either. But yeah, a little inverse head and shoulder here, breaking the purple. Got in here on this candle and just sweated it for a while. Kind of kept retesting and going below it. That was giving me a little bit of room to breathe. I had another one at some point, but it's gone now. Anyways, waited. I wanted, of course, high of day or top of what I had prior, which I don't have now. This green I wasn't charted, and I wrote my note. I should have charted this before I closed. So I held through, sweated through. It was just molasses trading. Very slow, low volume, which is kind of sketchy. Like, it seems just all normal and just very slow, but when it's low volume, it's very easily moved. So if volume does come in, it could just whip in the wrong direction. Much easier than a high volume environment where it's already a little more volatile. And anyways, it just feels sketchy being in holding something for a long time when it's buying up so slowly. So I think I'm out. There's $1.20 to, I could close out right here. $1.22, or sorry, $1.20 to $1.29. Close out after that red engulfing. It was pretty close to high day. The buying was crappy, and I didn't have this charted yet, which I should have charted this before I closed. Would have been much easier to hold that to high of day, at least. The range wasn't too bad actually. This would have been pretty nice, but oh well. Little green trade. Next one's at 10.38. This is a put. This is a zombie, a retracement based on top of the 30-minute, I think. Yeah. Top of the 30-minute. We're at multiple resistances up here. Blue, orange, green right here. This already rejected it on that candle. And so I'm thinking retracement back down somewhere. As well as this tapering, which it wasn't like this before. But anyways, yeah, I had purple for my risk to manage. I was in at 10.38, came down a bit, and once it was here, like, it's so slow, I'm just gonna put a break even. So thankfully I did. I didn't actually hold for my stop there, which sometimes is bad, but this was kind of a risk. Just to kind of train on the 30-minute as well as, yeah, looking for a retracement. I don't know. I just didn't see it happening. If it did, I was fine to just get stopped out at that point because it was so slow. So 87 to 87, it stopped me out like right here on this candle. Next trade is at 10.47. This was a put. So yeah, then it did come up and test purple. Big engulfing candle. I got in on this candle somewhere about here. So then I was looking for it because same reason I got in here. it grinded over to purple where I wanted to manage my risk and saw that engulfing, got in here, and then big engulfing green, and I'm out. And 94 to 76, so gave back more than my green trade I sweated through for like 10 minutes in like 30 seconds. But yeah, that's okay. Broke and started buying up in that red, which I wasn't sure at the point. Here are all the trades on E-Trade. Looks like it might be a little red day. I'm not sure. Not really doing any math. Maybe a little green day. That was all I did on E-Trade. I had it open for end of day trade if there was anything, and I almost did, but glad I didn't. I then had trades on E-Trade. Not many. First one was at 1051. So came up here. And then on the 30-minute, it was breaking above. So I'm like, all right, we're going to go above it. It was just chopping around here in here a while, right at the resistance. And then that happened. So then I was more bullish. But I didn't have this red charted yet. So I didn't realize it was buying up at something so weak. And maybe it was a little bit different. It's definitely breaking here. Maybe it had a little more angle on it. I'm not sure. 1051, I'm in for 63 cents on a call. Oh yeah, right here. Like I said, I didn't have this red. This was for the break on purple. I think I maybe had this green charted then. I'm trying to delete as I go on just so it's cleaner, but it's harder for review because I don't know exactly what I'm looking at times. But yeah, I bought it here. I was giving this some room. I did not have this white yet. I tried this later based on this price action right here, which this would have been clutch. I held through all of this, I guess, yeah. 1051, yep, held through this. I was bullish. I mean, cup closed at that point. We didn't have much of a handle, but looked like we were breaking out on the 30-minute. And these nice 30-minute candles are trash on the 1 minute at times like this. So let's see. Yep, I was holding my stop. Maybe I had it as this red. I maybe had red by that point. It was way down there. I didn't want it to go down there, but I kept holding. Yeah, I kind of remember this actually. Held. Closed on that candle right there. After this closed lower than that, new low, new close low, and it broke the green. Because after it kind of retested, I didn't have this white, but after it kind of retested this, I was then charting in green, and I wasn't going to hold for this, of course. I wanted something more aggressive to take profits on, so that was the green. It also coincided a little bit with this red, I think, at that point. Yeah. But yeah, this mid new low also broke, so I closed it right here real early. So happy about that exit. That was 63 cents to 75 cents. Just one contract. This price action is pretty awful. I don't know if I'm not as confident in it, or if that's why I'm trading smaller, or if it's... I don't know exactly why, but last week, for whatever reason, I was like wanting to just trade with much more size and felt like I had a lot more confidence. Maybe my confidence just been seared since I've been in a drawdown. I'm not sure. Maybe this price action is worse, so I'm not as big a size. I don't fully know, but I've just felt like trading one contract. All these setups have just been meh. 1204. I'm in for 83 cents a call. Ah, yes. So we finally had a retracement. Perfectly tested on here, which reason I feel like I wasn't there for that. No, I think I wasn't there for that. I don't think I straight up to like here. I stepped away. Potentially. Oh no, I was there for like here. Or here. Because I remember this broke on purple and I really was like, I could just get calls there. Just like it broke. That's pretty much what how I was managing the trades. Calls here. I guess I didn't get a call there. I tried, I got it here. Anyways. So yeah, I considered it there. I was just like, I just never really got an entry. I wanted to, it never really gave me a little bit of a pullback. I was gonna use this for my stop, this shoulder, so ideally this red would come back down and touch it, which it did right here. Anyways, it came up, and found resistance on this gray, which I had charted by then based on this right here and right here. I think that was legit. And I'm in a, what am I gonna put here? Or no, I'm gonna call. Yeah, break on white right here. I'm gonna call, close above it. Next candle below it, 83 cents to 75. I close out on that candle. Bummer. I hung out for a little bit and then I got called away and it broke it and it rallied. This was the trade. I was bummed. I was on my phone watching this happen. I'm like, oh, I totally missed that. Would I have caught it? I feel like I probably would have actually. I don't like the hindsight trade, but I very well could have put that there. I mean, just finding the support here on red too, like potentially even an entry here with red being my stop. This gold, no, I don't know about that gold, but yeah, hard to know. Hard to know if I'd have caught that. Yeah, because I mean, I could have definitely charted some stuff to manage my risk. Look at that. Yeah. Once it broke here, I could have used green to manage. Oh well. Yeah, I missed that. Wasn't there for that. Watch this. And didn't end up trading this because I didn't really see much. Trying to look at this and figure out how to have traded this. I guess a break of red would have been the trade on this engulfing candle. Then using purple for my management. So yeah, red did end up being somewhat important. I'm not sure if my angle is quite right on it, or if it just broke out here and then, whoops. I don't know. But yeah, definitely seemed like it reacted here, here, and here. So could have done a retracement on that one. Little inverse cup and handle formed. Purple for the management. That was a nice big retrace. I was around for this. I showed back up around 330. And yeah, I saw it, but like bouncing back above gray, but nah. I was waiting for it to break out up here, which I assumed unlikely, given how far away it was at that point, or down here. So when it came up here, I considered getting puts, but it wasn't really close enough. That would be my stop, so I just left it, which was good. It's unfortunate that one little stop out right here cost me a lot of profit on my Weeble. There are the trades on Weeble. I don't know if it's red or green. I'm not trying to figure it out. I think pretty even on both accounts today. Not a whole lot of trades. Like this one would have been nice if I was more confident that red or here, and then if I was around for this for sure. The zombie, the retracement up here. I guess a break on this red. I just wasn't super sure on this red. I guess because it kept breaking it like right up here. It didn't really react. So I don't know if I would have gotten in here on this little head and shoulders breaking it. But this could have been a potential entry or purple there. Yeah, a couple little trades in there. I was kind of just looking for the longs at that point since we'd broken out on the 30-minute. I wasn't really trying to catch much of zombie. So when this happened, yeah, I considered it. I thought I'd probably better wait till gray. Of course, once it did all these big green candles up to gray, I'm like, that was dumb. I should have jumped in, but oh well. And then I wasn't there for that, so. And then trusting my red on an entry here with purple would have been nice if I was around. So just learning for the future. Thanks, guys. Sub up, like up, comment down, have my 6th round. See you tomorrow. Peace out.